Because when one of these happen, life as you know stops. She's jumping the gun.
Hey guys, and welcome to Little Black Book 91. We're talking to you guys about Bilal and Shaeeda. Once again, it's crazy. Bilal and Shaeeda, their relationship is you know what? I don't like Bilal's behavior, but on this occasion, I find myself agreeing with Bilal a little bit, just a tiny bit. You know, I totally get her sentiments, but I've got some key questions for Shaeeda. I've got some key questions I need to ask, you know, in regards to the situation. So, yeah, we're going to break it down. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, click on that bell button for notifications. They're up, lows. We appreciate you guys. Stay locked and stay loaded, and we'll talk about this show. All right, listen. I'm hearing gunshots, or am I hearing fireworks? I can never tell. They're probably gunshots. All right, listen. So, Bilal and Shaeeda, let's have a look at this, right?
The whole kid thing, I thought we had this settled. Considering that she want to put this thing in our prenuptial agreement.
Now, of course, listen, they have a prenuptial agreement about having a child before 40. She wants to be pregnant before 40 at least, right? And that means that she's probably going to have to now see a doctor, which they talk about a little bit later on, so we can dive into that in a second or two. But clearly, in the relationship between obviously Shaeeda and Bilal, what's evident is that he doesn't want a kid right now. He wants to focus on building their relationship. Y'all can hear that? Damn. He wants to focus on their relationship. And with their relationship, what's happening is that Bilal has control and he has power in this relationship. And this baby is going to be another form of control. He's going to choose a time when and where he wants to have this child. This is why I disagree with him, because I think in the totality of it all, I feel like he's controlling. But in this minute instance, if I take it on its own, I actually agree with him, right? Because a child is going to change everything. Number two, you don't want to rush this. You want to spend more time. If there's time, they need to get to know each other. I can't remember how long they've been together though, so I don't know if they need any more time to get to know each other. But if it is that they haven't been together for very long, then there is some time that's needed to acclimatize, get to know each other, stay in the same house, be with each other, and really get to grips with each other and what your habits are, what your likes and dislikes are. Because importantly, in all of this situation, you want to be able to get to know your partner so that you can get a deeper understanding of them, so you can love them the more. And the more that I know about you, the more that I draw closer to you, the more that I build mental and emotional intimacy. Having a child adds a further pressure onto the relationship that can drive a wedge between you and your partner. It also means as well that sometimes that can also increase the likelihood of the release of control, because now the woman has something to protect. Once you start impacting her, she may have a different mind frame to your control now, because it's not about loving you anymore. It's about loving the child, and that's where it can get a little bit techie, a little bit interesting in that respect. But they have a prenup, so he's gonna have to honor this if he wants a prenup to stand. Otherwise, it won't stand. Right? You played chess, and then someone else plays chess too. You're gonna find someone gonna get checkmate, right? So in this immediate moment, I do agree with him. Things are going to change, and if they've been together for a short amount of time, yes, they should really dive deep and actually get to know another. But in terms of having a child, why is this conversation not coming up in the beginning? I'll talk about that in a second or two.
About when we're going to plan on having children, but we're not ready to have a child. We have to work on living together first.
So the only thing with Bilal saying we're not ready to have a child is we're gonna probably need a time frame, because we're running out of time. So we're gonna need a time frame in terms of having a child. Like, are you looking to do this next year? Are you looking to do this when she's 40? Like, we're gonna need a time frame, sir. Because what's happened is you've instituted control in other areas. So now, if you really are being serious about having a child, which she does agree to later on, says, do you know what? We can have a kid. Maybe we haven't tried it yet, right? So he doesn't want to go to the doctor, but he hasn't tried it yet. Then, by all means, we have to look into it, but set a date and time so that she can easily chill. If you really believe that, okay, we need another 6 months or so to really get to know each other, all right, cool. right? But you know you got a time limit because you put it in the prenup. That was the problem with you putting in the prenup. Now you have to honor the prenup. So now we're all in trouble because you got to honor the prenup. Do you get it? We're all in trouble because now you got to honor the prenup. That's why the prenup should have been there in the first place. But your ex-wife was asking for it. Well, then now you have to deal with the situation that it is.
Okay, we have to speed things up. That's all I'm saying. Maybe we will go to see a fertility specialist sometime.
Now, here's my thing. Shaeeda is now putting pressure on him. And I'm asking sis, is this a relationship you want to bring a child into? Is this the relationship you want to bring your child into? The desperation has a sound, okay? Is this the kind of relationship you want to bring a kid into? That's the question I'm asking, because Bilal's not even treating you correctly at the moment. But maybe you can't see that, and that's why you want to bring a kid. But bringing a kid into a situation doesn't make it any better, doesn't make it easier, and if you're not in the right frame of mind, if you're not even loving yourself, how do you expect to give that child the amount of love that it actually needs? Then the next thing will be happening is you guys break up and you'll be like, your dad was controlling, he was this, he was that, I don't need to see your dad, or you have to potentially you can become bitter. And then you complain about the father figure not necessarily being the greatest dad or whatever. And really and truly, all it is that you chose also incorrectly. Why are you choosing to have why would you want to have a child with somebody who doesn't even seemingly doesn't respect you at this point in time? He dishonors your feelings, right? So why are we trying to have a kid with this person? We're not looking deeply into it. Our need for this is beyond.
Baby, why do you need to go to see a fertility doctor? If you truly wanted to do it, I'll do it. Yeah. However, we haven't even tried to have children.
I'm telling you now, he's probably going to put a few stumbling blocks in her way to slow this down. He's going to put a few stumbling blocks in her way to slow it down, I think. I feel like he's going to slow the pace down. He's going to make sure that they take their time with this. And I don't mean in a good way. I think he's going to delay the issues and delay the resolution of those issues as well. Right now he's proposing, look, we haven't even tried to literally have babies the normal way. But of course, being insemination and being IVF is costly. That's not cheap. It's not free. So I also understand the fact that maybe for him as well, he's thinking to himself, this is going to cost money. This is going to cost us a lot of money, as well as the fact that it's going to change our lifestyle. So changing lifestyle and cost me money as well. But you should have thought of that before you allow the prenup to happen.
But it's good to plan ahead. Listen, I think the doctor will give us advice when it comes to having children. Like, he will let me know how much more time that I have. That's all. That's what I want to hear. That's all.
I want to say less. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, click on the bell button. Let me know your thoughts below. What do you think about Bilal and Shaeeda?